Big changes to the alternate game modes in IDV. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Let's get into talking about what we're getting this weekend. We're not getting too much this week, if I'm really that honest here. We're getting the final push event. That is, if you didn't know what it is already, the final week before the next season begins, meaning that you'll be able to get more logic points that will give you more dice, and also you'll have a higher logic point limit, meaning you'll be able to get even more points to be able to get even more dice to save up for the next season. If you haven't already, start saving up your dice. Another thing that we're getting this week is we're getting a character day, and that is for Nightwatch. His character day is on the 7th of December, and it's going to be his first character day, meaning he's going to get a portrait that's in black and white as they usually are. As far as I know, that's all that we're getting this week. At least that's what's been announced so far. Maybe they'll release more stuff. NetEase likes to keep things secret until the very last second, so whatever. Let's talk about some stuff that's coming from the future. We already knew what Season 35 Essence 1 was going to bring. We saw the characters on the main kind of art portrait that they did, but we didn't know exactly what they would look like in game or what their names were going to be. But now they've made a reveal for the skins coming on December 12th. The S tier is for Explorer, of course, and it is called Editor-in-Chief. The A tier for Barmaid is called Proofreader, a really fancy looking skin. And the A tier for Undead called Paper Cutter. And I love how his sword is a big pair of scissors. I have been waiting for an Undead skin for years at this point, so I'm very excited to get this skin, and it looks absolutely fantastic. As far as we can tell from the trailer, we're also getting B tiers for Soul Weaver, Ripper, Geisha, and I think Journalist, as far as I can tell. The theme of the Essence seems to be, I've written here, Superhero Squad Journalist Investigators. That was the best that I could interpret from the kind of trailer that they revealed. If you haven't watched that trailer, might as well watch it. It's got a cool theme to it as well. Very interesting. They've got like a spider theme, and I don't really know what it is. Also coming on December 12th, we're getting a change to the Violent Struggle modes. This is the collection of alternate game modes. So the main game modes are, of course, Quick Match and Rank Match. Violent Struggle modes include Duo Hunters, Copycat, Blackjack, all of those different ones. So they're making big changes to this, and this is something that I've actually suggested in the past to people, because I thought that the game modes didn't feel that special since you had so many of them available at all at one point. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with this opinion, so that's completely fine. Tell me your opinions down below. But to be able to get more players playing in these game modes to make queue times much shorter, it's better to have a smaller amount of game modes available at one time and then rotate them. I wasn't sure if they were ever going to do this, but now that they're adding even more game modes, it makes more sense to make them seasonal or whatever it is they're going to do. But what they're going to do is they're going to make it so each week 3 modes will be available. They will rotate out. The selection will include Duo Hunters, Blackjack, Tarot mode, Crystal Ball mode. I'm not sure if those will come together. Chasing Shadows, Frenzy Rhapsody, Hide and Seek, and Copycat. So these will rotate, so each week you'll have 3 to pick from, meaning that the player base will be more condensed in that, meaning that queue times should be much shorter. Yes, you will have to wait a week or 2 to be able to get your favorite game mode back again, but it will also mean that those players that were playing those game modes and can't play their favorite game mode will then have to go and play Quick Match or Rank Match, meaning that Quick Match and Rank Match times might be a little bit shorter as well. So it's really good overall for the player base, I think. If you complete tasks in these modes, they'll be giving us new rewards, including 1 memory sphere, up to 3 each week. That's another reason to motivate yourself to play these game modes, because you'll be able to get memory spheres. Still connected to the Violent Struggle modes update, on December 16th, weekly and seasonal Blackjack and Chasing Shadow leaderboards will be removed, and they're going to be adding a ton of returning items into the event shop. That is, I think, the Spyglass store as far as I can tell. These are returning content from the Violent Struggle events. So you'll be able to get the Ripper skin that's from Blackjack, the Dream Witch skin from Chasing Shadows, emotes, and stuff like that. There is also an entertainment mode reward optional package that will be permanently available for 25 Spyglasses in the Spyglass stores as far as I can understand, and it will contain 2 portrait frames, 2 portraits, and also a sticker that are, of course, returning from events again. And something I'm not completely clear on is it looks like just by logging in on December 12th, we will be receiving 10 memory spheres. NetEase has announced that the IJL Summer Champion team that was Zeta from a special tournament where they won the Summer Championship, they have selected a character to receive a special champion accessory that will probably be based on the team Zeta, as they usually are, and that character that they selected was Guard 26. We can probably imagine that their logo is going to explode whenever, Guard 26 throws a bomb, but we don't know any details yet, as they've only just confirmed which character they want to get an accessory. I wanted to make a quick reminder as well that Antiquarian should be receiving the next esports skin from the esports series. Recently we had the mercenary one, I believe, and this will possibly be coming in January. NetEase also announced that there are changes coming to the Truth and Inference series. Maybe not the one that's available right now, but maybe for the next one. A lot of people have been giving them feedback and kind of complaining that they haven't been able to purchase certain skins because they keep on running out. Well, NetEase is going to make it so there's going to be the original sales methods. There's nothing going to change about that. You'll be able to purchase it online through the NetEase Yudao store, I think is where they sell it, and of course get the statue and all of those things and then the content in game. Or you can do a new method that is the new direct purchase option that will be added into the in-game store, so in Identity V itself, meaning you can purchase the in-game skin with echoes. You can only choose one of these two options though. You can't kind of get the skin in the game plus the statue as far as I can tell. So you have to kind of get the skin in the game and the statue together, the physical package, or not get the package and just purchase the skin in game without all of the physical products. Interesting indeed. Maybe I misunderstood that, but I think that's what they were explaining. NetEase also gave us a Q&A that I talked about last week. I did mention they were going to give us one and we do have some details. I'm not going to give you guys details on everything that's coming because of course the Q&A was quite long. You can read through it as I'm talking about it here. But NetEase has announced there are upcoming skins for Sia and Hellember. Next month, we should see model optimizations of older characters, or possibly this month, because I think this was recorded, or the Q&A was from November, so possibly in December, we're going to receive some model optimizations for some older characters. They are possibly adding a new revolutionary game-changing feature, that is what I've written here in my notes, that is called the clear all red markers. So you know those red dots that seem to be everywhere in Identity V right now? They are considering adding a button to just get rid of some of those red dots, so you can just be like, read all. Thank you, NetEase. I hate how half of the time I spend on Identity V nowadays is just going through red dots and trying to remove them. Oh, this event. Oh, I have to go deeper into this event to do this. I have to click this. I have to play a game mode to do this. I understand. I don't want to do all of those things. And it feels like a lot of my playtime is just eaten up by red dots. Shared costumes in Copycat are coming at some point. There are going to be adjustments for Ripper. They've planned to buff him. Mechanic might possibly receive a nerf at some point. It's under consideration. If you are a ranked player, the new season will bring more ban slots for tier 7 plus, so if you're tier 7 or any higher than that, including 3 survivor bans and 3 hunter bans. And it looks like they're changing it from 1 ban to 2 bans in tier 3 and tier 4, if I understood that correctly. So that's pretty cool. They're working on a feature that allows players to explore public maps, so that will be event maps similar to the one that we just had with Hullabaloo, whilst waiting for matches. So if you're kind of waiting for a match, you don't want to just spend your time in your room, you can go and party in one of the cool roller coaster parts or something. I wonder if they won't let you go on certain rides whilst you're waiting for matches, but at least you can maybe hang out with people, dance, play some of the mini games, possibly. We'll see. And they've also talked about adding a possible furniture piece that is a graffiti wall that you should be able to possibly spray or decorate with graffiti. I think that's really cool. It's currently under consideration. They didn't say it's coming per se, but this is a really cool idea, and I think it will give graffitis a little bit more life. If you haven't already, make sure you watch the video that's on the screen right there, because YouTube thinks that you will like it.